Today, I'm drawing one of the most fascinating and mathematically advanced structures from the ancient world, El Castillo, or the Temple of Kukulkán, from the ancient Maya city of Chichén Itzá. Using some charcoal, I'll try to capture the timeless beauty of this pyramid while sharing stories, mysteries, and mythologies that surround it. This isn't just a temple, it's a portal into the mind of a civilization that understood the cosmos in ways that still surprise us today. So settle in, let's travel back in time to the golden age of the Maya. Chichén Itzá, nestled in the Yucatan Peninsula of modern-day Mexico, was once a powerful city that thrived between the 7th and 10th centuries CE. At its peak, it was one of the largest Maya cities and one of the most cosmopolitan, a place where Maya, Toltec, and other Mesoamerican cultures intersected. And in the heart of it all stood the Temple of Kukulkán. From a distance, it looks like a simple step pyramid, but the closer you look, the more you realize it's a masterclass in design, symbolism, and astronomy. It's 30 meters tall, 4 sides, 91 steps on each side. Add the platform at the top and you get 365, a perfect representation of the solar year. Nothing in the structure is random. The temple is dedicated to Kukulkán, the Maya feathered serpent deity, closely related to Quetzalcoatl in Aztec mythology. Kukulkán wasn't just a god, he was a bringer of knowledge, wind, and rain, a symbol of the duality of earth and sky. But here's where things get eerie. Twice a year, on the spring and autumn equinox, the sunlight hits the pyramid just right, casting shadows that make it look like a serpent is slithering down the northern staircase. This phenomenon draws thousands of people to the site to witness what some call the descent of Kukulkán, and it raises a big question. How did the Maya calculate that? The Maya were obsessed with time. They had not one, but 3 interlocking calendars. One of them, the long count, tracked time from a mythological creation date in 3114 BCE. Their calendar was more accurate than the Julian calendar used in Europe for centuries. Their understanding of solstices, equinoxes, eclipses, even the orbit of Venus was astoundingly precise. And the Temple of Kukulkán is proof. Its design is a calendar. It's also aligned with the cardinal directions with incredible accuracy. The north staircase points nearly dead on to true north, not magnetic north, true north. Even the number of panels on the walls, terraces, and steps reflect Maya cosmology and their obsession with cycles. We're talking about a civilization that mapped the stars without telescopes and encoded that knowledge into architecture. If you stand in front of the staircase and clap, the sound that echoes back resembles the chirp of the quetzal bird, a sacred animal in Maya culture. That's not accidental. Some researchers believe the Maya built this temple with acoustic engineering in mind. Rituals and prayers may have been amplified through architectural sound tricks. There's also evidence that bloodletting and human sacrifice took place here, especially during key calendrical moments. It's a sobering reminder that ancient knowledge often coexisted with brutality. The Maya civilization stretched across modern-day Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras, but they weren't a unified empire. They were a collection of city-states, often at war, yet culturally connected. They had a written language, glyphs that combined sounds and symbols. They built roads, known as sackboat, that connected cities through dense jungle. They created zero as a mathematical concept independently of the old world, a concept Europe wouldn't use until centuries later. And their achievements in astronomy, architecture, and art rival any ancient culture on Earth. But around 900 CE, something changed. Many major cities were abandoned. Climate change, political unrest, disease, we don't know for sure. But Chichén Itzá continued to thrive for a time, likely due to its access to the cenotes, natural sinkholes that provided fresh water. Some people wonder, how did they do it all? One theory is that the Maya received knowledge from other advanced Mesoamerican cultures, like the Olmec or the Teotihuacanos. Others suggest they may have rediscovered lost knowledge after a collapse. Then there are the fringe theories, those who speculate about ancient astronauts, lost civilizations, or even cosmic messages encoded in their structures. While those aren't supported by mainstream archaeology, they reflect just how mystifying the Maya's achievements remain, especially when you consider that the pyramid's design creates precise light effects only twice a year, or that its structure can amplify sound in specific ways. That level of intention requires just not mathematics and astronomy, but deep cultural and mythological understanding. While I draw this monument, I'm thinking about all of it, how every stone is more than just stone. It's data, it's memory, it's myth made solid. For this drawing, I started with willow charcoal to sketch in the silhouette, and then I cover the whole thing in charcoal, and then erase away to block in the light and shadow to capture the dramatic light of the Chichén Itzá. It's a soft, dusty rose to echo the nickname La Ciudad Rosa, the Rose City. Even though Petra shares that nickname more famously, there's a kind of ancient romanticism here too. As I build up the detail in the steps and carvings, I think about the hands that built it. Thousands of workers, master architects, priests who track the stars, and people who stood at the base of this pyramid in awe, just like we do today. The Temple of Kukulkán isn't just a ruin, it's a statement. It says, we were here, we understood the stars, we built something to last. And 1,000 years later, it's still inspiring artists, historians, and dreamers. To me, that's the greatest legacy any civilization can leave behind. Not just buildings, but questions, curiosity, and wonder. And if you made it this far, I hope this drawing and these stories inspired something in you. Maybe a desire to learn more or to create something of your own. Because that's what keeps history alive. Not just facts, but the act of remembering, of drawing and wondering.